I'm going to give a quick run through of how to do post hoc tests when your samples are unequal for an analysis of variance. Since how PSPP does not do post hoc tests automatically, and it's actually more difficult to request PSPP to do post hoc tests. It's actually easier to hand calculate them than it is to put in the programming information to have it done through syntax. I'm going to show you what we do when the samples are unequal. So I've provided three sample means at the bottom here, if you'll notice. Mean of 1 equals 22, mean of 2 equals 18.56, and mean of 3 equals 16.44. These should look familiar to you because these are pulled from your Lab 4, the ANOVA related to percentage of adult smokers and income. This isn't all of the incomes that you're provided, but I just wanted to give you a few. And so what we're going to do is kind of break this down and look at what we need. So when we're looking at Q, so let's look at just Q. Q is the same as it would be for Tukey's HSD. So you're going to go to the back of your textbook and you're going to go to the studentized range statistic Q, which is table C4. And you're going to look across the top column, and if you look at your percentage of adult smokers, how many groups there were depending upon their incomes. There was 4 different groups, so the range is 4. And then if you recall, degrees of freedom error is that degrees of freedom within groups, which is 46. I just went to the closest. So if we're using 0.05, I used the degrees of freedom of 40. So my Q would be 3.79. So specifically for Q, when I look Q up, it equals 3.79. So that's going to hold steady throughout the course of these calculations. But the rest of this equation, all of this area, is going to change depending upon the sample sizes. So we're going to kind of go through step by step of what's happening. So I'm going to go to this next page and kind of write down what we have come up with. So Q is equal to 3.79, right? Now, if we want to look here, bear with me, I'm going to move this down because I want to kind of show you. I'm going to move it way down here. I'm going to show you what our sample sizes were. So if you recall, the sample size for group 1, the sample size for group 1 was 6. For group 2, the sample size was 20. And for group 3, the sample size was 11. So now we have everything we need to start calculating. So basically the first thing I want to do is what we're really using here to calculate this is instead of a Tukey's HSD, this is what is known as the Tukey-Kramer test because it's unequal sample size. So I'm going to put here Tukey-Kramer. Oops. So this would be useful for unequal sample sizes. So with that being said, we can actually calculate what we need. So let's just say I want to look at mean 1 versus mean 2. So what I'm going to do is just plug things in. So we're going to have 3.79 okay? And then if you remember from your ANOVA table, the mean square within groups, I'm going to look real quick just to make sure, is 6.30. So 6.30 divided by 2, okay? And then we're going to multiply that by 1 divided by each of the sample sizes. So I have K's here. So 1 divided by the sample size for the first group, which is 6. 1 divided by 6 plus 1 divided by 20, parenthesis, and then all of this goes under the square root, okay? So when I calculate that out, just be very careful when you're putting it into your calculator. So it's going to be, I put 6.30 divided by 2, and I just hit equals. And then is what I do is I hit times, and then I do a double parenthesis. So left parenthesis, 1 divided by 6, and I close that first parenthesis for that fraction, plus, and then I do another parenthesis, left parenthesis, 1 divided by 20, parenthesis to close that fraction, and then I cap it off with that second parenthesis. And if that doesn't make sense to you, just do 1 divided by 6, hit enter, and then do plus 1 divided by 20, hit enter, and then take that answer and multiply it by the 6.30 divided by 2, which was the 3.15. So for this total amount on the inside here is 0.6825, okay, and that's without the square root. And then we still have to multiply that by 3.79. So once I take the square root of the 0.6825, I get 0.83 basically, okay? So then it equals 0.83 times 3.79, which is 3.13, right? So 3.13 is basically my difference that I am looking for my mean differences to be greater than. So this is where it gets interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this. Actually, bear with me. Okay, I'm going to move this just a little bit. Or shrink it. How's that? Okay, so when I'm doing this, it's 3.79 times the square root of 0.6825, which is 3.13. Okay, 3.13. So that's the difference we're looking for. And because I did group 1 versus group 2, that's where I need to look for the difference now. So I'm going to go mean 1 minus mean 2, which is 22 minus 18.56. And if I go 22 minus 18.56, that is equal to 3.44, right? So 3.44 is the difference. Well, 3.44 is larger than 3.13. So we have significance between group 1 and group 2. So is what we want to do is basically get the difference between all the possible combinations, but we need to have basically a Tukey-Kramer to compare all of them. So now I'm going to look at mean 1 versus mean 3, okay? Mean 1 is 22, but mean 3 is 16.44, okay? So we're going to go 22 minus 16.44, which is 5.56. So our difference has to be bigger than 5.56, but we need to find out what our Tukey is for mean 1 versus mean 3. So that means we have to replace what we had in this equation here. So I'm going to erase this and this, because these are the areas that are going to change. Come on. These things are the only things that are going to change. So I'm going to replace those things. So my first group is actually still group 1, so that didn't change. That's 6 still. But then my second group is this group 3, which has a sample size of 11. So that does change. So now is what I need to do is calculate that error for that Tukey-Kramer to plug it into that square root. So 6.30 divided by 2, it's 3.15 still, times, and then I'm going to multiply that by the two fractions added together. So 1/6 plus 1/11, and that's 0.811, so 0.81136, etc. But I need to get the square root of that. And multiply it by 3.79, which is 3.41. So that's 3.41. Okay? So now I can compare 5.56 and 3.41. So 5.56 is less than 3.41, so there's no significance in that group. So now you just have to go through and do that for every single difference that you calculate. So you're going to have, because you have 4 different groups, you're basically going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 differences that you're going to be calculating, and you're going to have to do this formula for each of those depending upon their sample sizes. So this is not easy. So if you get this right, I'm going to give 5 points extra credit. If you get Tukey's post-hoc test correct and write them correctly in the APA result, it is tricky, but do the best you can. If you can get this right, you can get 5 points extra credit on your lab 4. And if you have questions, I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to help, but I wanted to give you just this much to be able to work through it and see if you can't kind of figure this out with the information that you already know and are building off of. So best of luck, and don't hesitate to ask me questions, or if you need to check your work with me, you can come see me during my office hours in Cranium Cafe. Best of luck.